praxis bases on feelings and sexuality, and sexuality is the main pattern of the whole process. I'm considering it as an energy, and I'm researching how this energy impacts on my life and what kind of things I can produce. And so the previous one was more what I used to do before. It was more expressionistic way and more unconscious. At that moment it's more conscious, and so I still do a lot of unconscious things, like just expressing myself through emotions, but at the same time I used before a lot of repetitions. Like these repetitions, it's actually about the structure, which is part of myself. So I'm very structuring, and I'm trying to find a balance between these parts.
What would you like your audience to get from your work?
It's more important that they can feel energy, a strong energy from my art, from my praxis, and sometimes energy which they can't understand to explain, and also confusion, almost. So confusion, because confusion is a part of our personality. So confusion leads us to develop ourselves, like explore personality. It's a questioning. So that's a questions.
Who has most influenced your work to date?
From the start it was Marina Abramovic, but then Tracey Emin a lot. That's because I think our practices is quite similar, on the basis that she does a lot different kind of stuff, like she's working with installation drawings, paintings, and etc. But also now I'm very keen on Papalotti. What's her name? Say again.
Papalotti, I can't remember her whole name.
Yeah, Papalotti. Yeah,
the one who smashes the windows.
Yes.
The lady in the 70s.
Yeah. She does
the one who has influenced Beyonce with the smashing of the windows.
Yes.
And
yes.
It's, I cannot remember her name. She's Swiss and 74.
She's Pepi Papalotti.
Pepi Papalotti.
Pepi, because since her childhood, she was obsessed about Pepi
Longstockings.
Yeah. That
Pepi Longstockings.
Yeah. That was my favorite book. I was surprised. And when I was a child, I was surprised, and I really wanted to be like her. And now I discovered her as an artist, and that was amazing. That's because she's working very unconsciously. She's working like in her wonderland world, which is nice, and also her expressions through video, it's amazing. Like she doesn't afraid to show her part, her horrible part probably. She doesn't afraid to be imperfect. That's what I'm doing.
And she's showing all her frustrations a lot of the time. Female frustrations and anger. And it still very much resonates today. So how relevant or contextual do you feel your work is today?
I think so. We all at that moment living in quite challenging time, and that's frustrations is the main part of our life. So because life is so quick, time is so quick, and that's, as I said before, it's really difficult to fit yourself into this time. But actually, I think that's the main thing. It's not fitting yourself into this time, or find your gap, find your own speed, and to look at yourself, to look inside which is scared. That's because you can see your weakness parts, you can see fragility, and actually it's about feelings. I think that's the most relevant topic now, because time is so quick, and that's important to have time for hugs, cuddles, for love, for understanding what you really want. Are you happy or not?
So are you, to paraphrase you, you're saying that you believe people should find slow time, which is something that's written about a lot, to enrich themselves and to look within.
Yeah.
So you are trying to inspire your audience and your public for self-examination and inspiration to move forward with their lives?
Exactly. Yeah, I think so, but through, of course, considering it through myself. That's what I feel as a person. And I did speak with a lot of people about it, and I found it relevant. That's because they all accepted that fact that, yeah, we feel lonely, or we are embarrassing to show our imperfectness, or we are aware accidentally that something wrong happening, and so now people, for example, almost everyone has a psychotherapist, even me, but it's still something like a product. So to make yourself better, to structure it yourself, and etc. But actually, I think psychotherapy is a way to start asking yourself, so questioning yourself, and actually to find a way to express yourself. I think that's the main part. That's the main part, to be creative, to start to be creative, because now world developing in a different kind of way. And creativity, that's the main part. So to start to be unique, even if it's really difficult to choose. So that's the new way of life, I would say.
So you're hoping people will present the less perfect.
Yeah.
They will feel that imperfection is a perfect way to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So promoting perfection as imperfection, and that's what you would like your audience to get, to feel comfortable with?
Not feel comfortable. Start challenging themselves, feeling more comfortable in this, with their fears, with their imperfectness. Yeah.
So it's sort of therapy.
Yeah, definitely it is.
So you would like to share your views of the world to encourage people to actually feel comfortable and start questioning and produce their own sort of therapy through your work.
Yeah, and getting stronger.